me from being successful. They test my boundaries by violating them. They racially profile me by threatening to arrest me for victimless crimes. Half of the things that they accuse me of is not even true to begin with. But because I'm black and somebody called white calls the police on me, it's their word over mine. And a lot of times I get put in these situations where I get evicted, I lose my job, I lose all my money because of a false accusation. And then let's add racial profiling to the table. Even if I do use my rights to get a lawyer, even if I do use my rights to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, my truth holds no weight because I'm black. Not because I'm guilty, but because I'm black. And I want y'all to see something. Okay, he's one of the people, the one in the hat in the wheelchair. He's one of the people that he racially profiles me every day. He says, "Your pussies stink. Your pussies stink. You talk too fucking much. Shut up." He disrespects me every single day, and I wanted to show y'all his face on camera because I'm so tired of these gang stalkers projecting their shame onto me. I am so tired of it. You know, what they did to me is something that most people have a hard time overcoming. I still struggle with it every day to overcome what they did to me. But it's something that I'm willing to heal from. It's something that I'm willing to put behind me because I can't do anything about trauma that was inflicted onto me outside my free will. I can't do anything about that. And I made those steps to cutting people off, going no contact, walking away, holding people accountable for how they treat me. I did my part. I enforced my boundaries, but they are disrespecting me and violating my boundaries every single day. And I've confronted them, and I was professional, and I said, "Can you please leave me alone? Can you please leave me alone?" I shouldn't have to beg nobody that gang raped me at the age of 3 to leave me alone. But you know, sometimes you gotta play the game, because when you're dealing with narcissists, when you're dealing with psychopaths, you know, sometimes you kind of have to stroke their ego a little bit, and you kind of have to be professional, and you have to be humble, and you have to be borderline nice sometimes for them to comply. Sometimes the only way to enforce a boundary is by giving kindness, even though they don't deserve it at all. Sometimes that's the only way to get a person to leave you alone. And to be quite honest, it worked on a lot of people. There was a lot of people I said, "Can you please just leave me alone? I don't want to cause no problems. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I just don't want to be bothered." Because most people, they have that mentality where, okay, if you don't want to be bothered, just say it. Okay, cool. If we're going to play that game, then let's play that game, right? Okay, sir, ma'am, I'm just not having a good day. Can you please leave me alone, please? Right? You know, because you just got to play that little game. You know, some people, they like to do the plausible deniability, right? So sometimes you just got to be patient and just play the humble game. Sometimes you just gotta play that little game. That's all you gotta do. Just so say, like, okay, a person's like, okay, well, if you're in a bad mood, just communicate. Okay, cool, all right, cool. I'll communicate, sir. Yes, sir. I will comply to your reasonable demands, and I will say I am not in the mood. Hey, I just don't want to be bothered. You know, with all due respect, I am not interested in a friendship. I am not interested in engaging with you. Can you please leave me alone respectfully, right? Because, you know, I mean, if you don't want somebody to talk to you, if you don't want somebody bothering you, you got to communicate with them, right? So that they can't say, oh, they can't play the victim and say, oh, well, this person ghosted me. This person just stopped talking to me for no reason. I don't know what I did wrong. You know, this man, she got anger issues. She got a problem with communication. Oh, she's just being a bitch. Oh, she always mad about something. She always grumpy. Oh, I guess she's just in a bad mood. You know how people, narcissists, they love to play that plausible deniability game. They love to play that game. But sometimes you just got to be professional, and you got to handle it the right way so that when they start harassing you, then you're able to hold them accountable. Because if you say, you shouldn't have to beg nobody to leave you alone. That's number one. But we're dealing with narcissists. They have fragile egos, and if they interpret any form of rejection, any form of it, then a lot of times they'll get violent and they will try to kill you just because you said no. Just because you said, no, I'm not interested. No, thank you. No, I don't feel the same way that you feel about me. No, thank you. Even though that's polite enough, that is a narcissistic injury that's so big that will cause them to try to kill you. So you got to be careful when you reject a person. Sometimes you have to be careful how you say it, because some people have fragile egos. Some people have a lot of pride, and they will kill you. They will ruin your life behind you not wanting to be in their life. They will kill you. Some of them, you break their heart, and they will set you up to get robbed or gang raped, because some people, that's just in their character. Some people are just like that. So sometimes, in order to avoid the plausible deniability attacks that they'll throw at you and the community, sometimes you just got to handle the situation as best as possible, so that when they start playing the victim, when they start projecting the blame onto you, at least the people who have a good, who have a good heart, the people who have the personality that is compatible with showing support for you and your cause, will know the truth in the beginning. Because most times, if someone has a good character, they will try to get down to the bottom of the situation. They'll be fair. They'll ask the narcissist, and they'll get the narcissist side of the story. And then sometimes they'll come to you and they'll ask you your side of the story. That's what fair people do. That's what honest and altruistic people do, is they get both sides of the story before they start trying to judge and point fingers. And if somebody immediately turns on you and they don't ask you for your side of the story, 9 times out of 10, they're either a narcissist or they just don't like you, and they're not meant to be they're not a friend. They're not meant to be a friend or someone that's associated or affiliated in your life. They're not meant to be in your life. They may be a good person, it's just they may not like you very much, or you two may not be compatible in each other's lives. Therefore, you just got to go 2 separate ways. That's just sometimes that's just how it goes. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just when people don't get your side of the story, they're kind of showing you with their actions that they don't really care to hear your side. So it could be pride, it could be embarrassment, it could be whatever the situation is. If someone doesn't ask you for your side or ask you for your opinion, if they don't ask you what you need or what you want, they're showing you with their actions that they don't care enough about what you need or what you want, because they would have asked. Because if they're willing to choose pride over humility, it's arrogance, and you don't need that type of energy in your life. Like I said, we some of us are guilty of doing it. I've done it before. I've had some people in my life I didn't like. I didn't care to hear their side of the story. Therefore, I just kind of just took what the other person said and cut my losses, and I ended up regretting it later. But the reality of it was, I just didn't like that individual. I didn't want to hear what they had to say because I didn't like them. Sometimes that's just how it goes. I'm guilty of it. I'm in no position to sit on my high horse. That's not my intent. My intent is to expose the behaviors of people who refuse to leave me alone. They did what they did to me when I was young. It was terrible. But I've moved on with my life. I've moved on. Despite the horrible things that they do and say to me, I've moved on. And I have no interest in holding a grudge against them. But I'm sick and tired of them always talking trash. I'm sick and tired of them always racially profiling me. I'm fed up with them always harassing me and violating my personal space. The simple matter of it is, what they did to me was horrible, but I learned so much from that experience. I'm not bitter about it. I'm content because the universe has protected me from so much worse. The universe continues to guide me and show me love, and I appreciate that. And I've also received a lot of support from the community as well. And I'm grateful for that. I have no interest in holding on to that experience and holding a grudge or seeking revenge. But I'm sick and tired of them always trying to dominate me. The only thing that I want to do is live my life in peace. I want to comply with the universal laws. That's it. It's that simple. But see, the constant character assassination, their desperation, I'm just tired of always being their punching bag. I don't care that they're desperate. It's not my place to judge. It's none of my business, quite frankly. It's none of my business. But I'm sick and tired of them sticking down their high noses down at me. Yeah, I'm a victim, and I couldn't control anything that happened to me. And I don't deserve to be disrespected because I have a bad biota. I own it. I own up to it. I own up to it. I'm not ashamed of what happened to me. I'm not afraid to acknowledge and to admit that I caught an STD because I was gang raped. I'm not ashamed of that. That happened to me. And just because they talk about me, they talk badly about me, that doesn't determine my worth and my value. I deserve to be treated with respect. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And I take full accountability. I take full accountability because I have children. And I want to be a better parent to my children. But I'm sick and tired of them always standing in the way of my children. I'm sick and tired of them always standing in the way of my personal growth. I'm really trying. And when I say I'm trying, I'm really trying to be a good person. But them constantly talking shit, them constantly putting me down, it's making me want to kill them. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. The hate speech, the racism, them projecting their heartbreak onto me. I'm tired of it. I am so fucking tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of the stalking. I'm tired of their clingy trauma bond. I'm tired of it. I'm done. I have no interest in challenging anyone. But enough is enough. Enough is a fucking enough. I demand to be left alone. This is me taking my power back and demanding my freedom. I'm not better than anyone. I know that. They're not better than me. I know that. I demand my freedom. I want my freedom. I want them to stop bullying me. I want them to stop harassing me. I want my freedom. I want my freedom. I demand my freedom. I demand my reparations for me and all victims who were gang raped. I demand it. I demand respect for victims of child abuse. I demand respect. I demand individuality and space from clingy gang stalkers who racially profile. I demand that for me, and I demand that for innocent people, and I demand that for my children, and for the innocence of every child on this planet. I demand it. And I'm not going to stop talking until my wishes are granted. I've tried to be professional. I've tried to be gentle about this. And my patience is wearing thin. I'm speaking for justice for all innocent people across this planet, across this solar system, across this galaxy. When the universe says that your time is up, because it is not my place to determine whether someone's time is up.